What's up, SpudNation? Happy Monday to everyone. Let's start this week out right. I hope you all had a fantastic weekend. I know I sure did. Lots of great hoops action. Plenty of sports to go around. We're going to get it started right. This Monday, we're going to do it up the best we can. I'm going to let you all know a little reminder what the Sports Couch and SpudNation is all about. SpudNation, it's all about you, the fans. It's all about you. We are the world's most interactive website. You can hit me up on my email, craig@thesportscoach.com, Facebook, Twitter, anything you want, any avenue you need, contact me. Questions, comments, concerns, any show ideas, anything you have, I'm here to listen, I'm here to reply, I'm going to give you a response, and it's going to be on point. Also, SpudNation, I'm opening this up to you. If you want to sit down with a local person, I'm only here in Wisconsin, I'm one man. I have SpudNation across the United States and other countries. If you want to sit down with someone locally, someone near you, sit down, have an interview with them, let me have it. We can post it on the website. It's an interactive website. It's about you, SpudNation. You want to do something big like that? Let me know. I'll get it up. Also, if you have highlights going on around you, something cool, ship it my way. I am all about promoting you, the fans, SpudNation, on this website. And lastly, SpudNation, when you purchase any SpudNation gear, we're selling hoodies and t-shirts right now. Take a picture, you send it to me, it's going up in the photo gallery. We're going to watch SpudNation grow right before our eyes. That's a little bit about SpudNation and the Sports Couch. I want you all to be involved and active. Again, this website is all for you. Alright, now we're going to get on over NBA All-Star Weekend. The one sport that does it right, and they do it in a majorly big way. It's an entire weekend, but they do it the right way. Friday night they have their little segment. They bring in the celebrities. They have a fun game. Saturday they have all the fun stuff. The dunking, the three-point shootout, all the skills competition. And then they end it on Sunday with the huge All-Star game. They bring in the best of the best, and they play a fun game. The best part about the NBA is that they get everyone involved. Rookies, sophomores. And then they bring in their great dunkers. They might not be the best players, but they're great dunkers. And then they bring in their shooters. The one complaint I'm going to have from this year, they could have brought in better pure shooters. They brought in some scorers, but I want to see guys like Stephen Curry, one of the best in the game, get him out there shooting the ball. And a guy like J.J. Redick. J.J. Redick was known in college, could fill it up. He's shooting the three ball with great success in the NBA. Get him out there, let him play in the three-point shootout. Other than that, it was a great time. Three-point shootout was won by James Jones. Relative dark horse, no one figured he would win. And then the dunk contest. Blake Griffin. He redid one of my favorite, probably my favorite dunk of all time. Vince Carter jumping up, hanging in the rim with his elbow. No, Blake Griffin, he threw it up off the backboard, alley-oop style. Did the same exact thing, stuffed his arm in the rim, did it big. Great job, Blake Griffin. It was quite the scene. He brought in some singers. He brought in a car for his last dunk, going up against, a great dunker. It wasn't the best because he was a 7-footer, JaVale McGee, but all in all, it was a great show, and that's what the fans are there for. And you want to talk about a show. The All-Star Game itself was a phenomenal game. The West pulled ahead, the East caught up, and then it came down to the end. What a finish. The West, they pulled it off. Kobe Bryant wins the MVP. 37 points, 14 boards. What a great game. But on the flip side, you have the East. You have LeBron James, 29 points, 12 rebounds and 10 assists, a triple-double. Only the second, that's it. Only the second of all time triple-double in an all-star game. Behind who? His airness, the best player to ever put sneaks on, Michael Jordan. So what are you going to do? It's quite the controversy and quite, it's a great conversation. Kobe Bryant, a pure scorer. He's a killer. He leads the Lakers to championships. But then you have LeBron James. Yeah, he wasn't surrounded by talent at all in Cleveland, but continued to win. And this guy plays a completely different game than Kobe. Some might look at him as tentative. But I look at LeBron as the most well-rounded player in the game. Might not be the best in everyone's eyes, but he is the most well-rounded. Triple-double. That's a stat filler. And this guy does it night in and night out. He might not have triple-doubles every night, but he's filling every stat category. When on the flip side, you have Kobe, who is a continued scorer. He's not the greatest shooter, but he is a scorer. This guy, like I said, he's got killing in his eyes. You know what? Fourth quarter, you need a shot, you give the ball to Kobe. It's a great debate. Let's see if LeBron, now that he's got some talent around him in Miami, can become that guy who starts winning championship rings. The Lakers, they say they're looking old, but at the beginning of the All-Star game today, Kobe looked like he was 19 or 20 years old again. He was flying in there, he was slam dunking like crazy, and that's what people want to see out of Kobe. If he continues to do that and plays like that, the Lakers are going to be very tough to beat, regardless of how the rest of his team plays. Alright, with a long weekend of college basketball, it's time for the Spud 10. Yes, we have it. It's our top 10 for you, Spud Nation. And we're going to get going. Duke, taking over the number 1 spot. Yes, I know Duke was down, ranked number 5 last week. But right now, Duke is the toughest team in the country. If they were on my bracket, I would not be happy. Duke, going to be a very difficult out come tournament time. Number 2 team in the country. I know Texas lost, but they're still my number 2 team in the land. Play great defense. Need a little bit more scoring, but leaving them at number 2. Number 3, BYU. That's right. They cracked it. They're number 3. Jimmer Fredette. That's all I can say about BYU. When you have a prolific scorer, such as Jimmer Fredette, BYU is always going to be tough. And number 4, San Diego State. Yeah, the argument continually rises. They haven't played anybody. Who has San Diego State played? Well, they played BYU, and that didn't go so well. So, what are you going to do? San Diego State, they play who's in front of them. They continue to win. I got to put them up there. Number 5, Ohio State. Yeah, they're struggling. Well, can you call it struggles? Lost to Wisconsin in Madison. Lost to Purdue on Purdue's home court. 2 very difficult games. 2 very tough teams. That home court atmosphere really killed them. But I'm going to leave them at number 5. Number 6, Pittsburgh, coming off a brutal loss this weekend. Drops them in the polls. They could have been the nation's number 1 team. But they hit the skids. They're ranked number 6. Number 7, a tremendous jump in the polls in the Spud 10. Purdue. Huge wins for Purdue, beating that Badger team, also beating the Buckeyes from Ohio State. Purdue continues to roll. Can you imagine this Purdue team with Robbie Hummel? It's a scary, scary thought, but right now they have Eton Moore and, of course, the man, JJ. Tough team Purdue is. They're going to be a very good team come March Madness time. Here we go. Number 8, Kansas. Yeah, some people had them ranked number 1. I'm dropping them. Big loss this week. They totally let it slip through their hands. Kansas State pummeled them, and that's what happens. Kansas, you lose. Number 9, Georgetown. Georgetown, very tough team. playing so well over there in the Big East. And number 10, Arizona. Not everyone gets to see these guys. They're tough to catch. Playing over there on the West Coast, but they might have the nation's best player. A lot of NBA mock drafts. He's their number 1 draft pick, Derek Williams. He's a phenomenal athlete, a double-double machine, super athletic, can get it done. Check him out if you have not gotten a chance to see him. Arizona rounds out the Spud 10. And to end the show today, we have a great game coming up tonight, Monday night, in the Big East. Syracuse going into Villanova. Look for Villanova to tear apart that 2-3 zone. Everyone seems to be making quick work of Syracuse. Syracuse struggling on the defensive end, and Villanova has the shooters, the slashers, to get it done. There you have it, Spud Nation. Appreciate you checking it out. Anything, questions, comments, concerns, hit me up. You know the avenues, Twitter, Facebook. Also, email me. And like I said, if you have any hot leads out there, some interviews of some head coaches, players, anyone you want to interview, hit up some high school kids. There are some great athletes scattered throughout the United States. I hope to hear from you, Spud Nation. Until next time, we're out.